Recording in progress.
Welcome to today. I am Natalie. Welcome to my home. Thank you for joining me today. I know your time is precious, and I'm so grateful to spend a little bit of today with you. So today we're going to get into your core. So grab a few items to assist you as we stretch, as we strengthen that core, as we stabilize the core. I have some blocks, a strap, a hand weight. I'm on my mat. I also have a blanket for behind my head. So grab those items, take off those shoes, spread those toes, wiggle them about, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And thank you so much for joining me. Let's start out by shaking it out, wiggle it out, gently wiggling it out. As you're doing this, start to pull on those abdominals, okay? Really start to lengthen, pulling the lower abdominals away from the floor. Soft bend in your knees. Wiggle those shoulders. Wiggle those hips. And then shake out your body. And then let's place those feet on the floor, toes a little bit wider than hip distance width. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Let's do that a few times. Lengthen your spine in both directions, tailbone pointing towards the floor, crown towards the ceiling. Find that length in your trunk. And then reverse a few times. And breathe whatever feels good to you in this moment. And roll those shoulders up, back, and down again. And wiggle those shoulders. Wiggle your head gently. And let's bring those shoulders to our ears and gently allow them to fall. Let's do that a few times. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this moment, I'm so grateful for you showing up. Couple more here. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Lengthen your spine. Bend those knees. And let's just gently twist side to side. Allow your head to follow you. Keep it soft, keep it gentle, keep it moving. And even in this moment, I would like you to be aware of your abdominals and what they are doing. Not judging, checking in, engaging. And then start to slow down. And slow down all the way. And roll those shoulders up, back, and down once you return back to the center. And stand nice and tall. Let's look right and left a few times. Pull those quads away from those kneecaps. Have a soft bend in those knees. One more time, right and left. Return back to the center. Maybe add a smile to your mouth. Drop your chin to your chest. Shoulders are away from your ears. Give yourself a gentle nod, a gentle shake, a gentle wiggle of jaw, fingers, and toes. And then draw that smile on the front of your chest with that chin. Keep your movements soft. Breathing. Allow gravity to pull that chin closer to your chest. What's your abdominals doing? What's your toes doing? Are you scrunching them on the floor? Wiggle them. And return chin to chest. Inhale, roll everything up, back, and down, and exhale it out. Let's take our right ear to our right shoulder. And maybe it feels good right here. Maybe you take that left hand on your side of your body and reach those fingertips towards the ceiling. Or you lengthen that left arm out straight from your shoulder and fingertips to the ceiling. Take this stretch where you like it. And gently release your arm and draw that chin to your left armpit. Head is heavy. And then chin to chest, gentle shake, gentle nod, gentle wiggle, roll everything up. And let's do that on our left side, left ear to left shoulder. Find the stretch first. Maybe your right arm is straight side on your side body, fingertips reaching up. Or lengthen the arm straight out from your shoulder, as well as bringing those fingertips up. And gently release your right arm, drawing your chin to your right armpit. Head is heavy. Awesome. Bring that chin to your chest. A gentle shake, a gentle nod, a gentle wiggle of all the things. And roll it up on your next inhale. And exhale that air out. Inhale that right arm up. Let's get into that side body. Really planting through that right foot. And then inhale back up. Exhale, hinge to the left. Check in with your navel, your pelvic floor, and back up. Nice. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hinge to that right side. Planting through that left foot. Inhale up. And exhale, hinge again. We're going to do this laying down as well, but I just want to get into your trunk. And return back up. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. And let's just take a gentle circle with that tailbone pointed towards the floor. Reverse. Reverse again and again. Checking in with your hips, seeing what they need this morning. And then gently rock those hips side to side by gently bending those knees. Finding space in those hip joints. My floor is squeaking. I don't know if you can hear it. And then bring those big toes underneath those hip bones. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. And let's do a pelvic tilt and release. Let's do that a few times. Lengthening spine in both directions. Awesome. Then I just want you to shake it on out. Every part of you, grab those items if you don't have them yet, and grab some water, and we're headed down to the mat. Make sure you have your blocks, your strap within arm's reach. I'm going to move mine. Anytime you bend over, work those abs, keep them engaged. Thank you for joining me. Let's bring those big toes underneath those hip bones. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. And we're just going to take a sun salutation to get down to the mat. But I invite you to adventure down to the mat however you would like to do it. This is your workout. Do as you like. Inhale those arms up. Maybe looking up if it feels good to your neck. Exhale, hinging, pressing those hips back. Oh yeah, first hamstring stretch of the day. Inhale up, halfway. And then exhale, bend those knees generously. Allow your head to hang. A gentle shake, a gentle nod. Wiggle those shoulders. And if it feels good here, I invite you to grab opposite elbow and hang here. Pulling your abdominals away from those thighs. Even though my trunk is resting on my thighs, this may look different on everybody's body. Everybody's body is different. So this may look different and feel different for you. I just ask that you pull your abdominals away from your thighs, away from the floor. And then gently place those hands on the mat or on the block or on a block. And I want you to straighten one leg, keep the other one bent. And just walk, bend and straighten through those legs. But keep a soft micro bend in each leg. Don't lock out that straight leg. Pull abdominals away from the floor. Walk. In one video I saw this move called the elephant walk, and I can't get it out of my mind. You know when you get stuck on something? So that's what I think of when I do this. And then I want you to bend your left leg and walk those fingertips over to that left side. Allow your head to be heavy. Ground through that right foot. Pull abdominals away. Breathe. And walk your fingertips back to the center. Bend and straighten those legs a few times. Do your elephant walk or whatever you want to call it. Head is heavy. And then bend that right leg, straighten that left one, and walk yourself over to that right side. Fingertips. Engage those abdominals. And return back to the center. Bend both knees. Shake your head, nod it. Wiggle your jaw. Plant hands on the floor. Super bend those knees. Bring one knee down to the mat and then the other. I always invite you to use a pillow or a blanket or double up on your mat anytime you're on your knees if you need a little bit of extra padding. So do that now and then meet me in your tabletop. Pull those abdominals away from the floor. Pressing tops of the feet into your mat, into the floor. And circle your tailbone a few times. Reverse. You start to feel your lower abdominals engage. Beautiful. Return to that nice tabletop. And exhale your stale air out, round through the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting your heart, possibly your chin. Take a few deep breaths here. Shake your hips back and forth. And then cat and cow with your own breath a few times. As you're doing this, I invite you to press into all of those knuckles, into those fingers, so your wrist isn't taking the brunt of it. And take any moment to wiggle out here in this tabletop. And on your next inhale, return back to that flat back. And let's sit back on those heels. Press those hips back or bring yourself up. Roll through those wrists a few times. You can sit on those heels. You can bring a block underneath you. Shake out those hands. Roll shoulders up, back, and down, and return to that tabletop, please. And remember, pressing all those knuckles into the mat, pressing those fingers. So I want you to extend that right leg, toes on the mat, and press back and press into that calf, and then press forward. Just do that a few times. Beautiful. And return back to the center. Return your right knee back to the mat and do the same with your left. Just rocking back and forth. But here you are firing on your abdominals, keeping your hips square. And then return that left knee to the mat. Flex those toes onto the mat. Sit back onto those hips. Let's get a little toe stretch before we go further. Circle those wrists. Lengthen your spine in both directions. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen your arms out to the side. Give yourself, cross those arms. Give yourself a big ol' hug. Bring your chin to your chest, round through the spine. Inhale back up. Lengthen those arms out again. Cross the other arm on top. Give yourself a big ol' hug for showing up today. Round through the spine. Tuck your chin. Give yourself a big ol' hug. And inhale back up. Don't fight it. You can do it. Extend those arms. And now let's come off of those toes. Squeeze them. Gently bat them into the mat if that feels good. And return to that tabletop. Let's lengthen that right leg out. Lift it off the mat. Square those hips. Lengthen your left arm out. Fire on those abdominals. No tension in your neck. Bring your knee to your elbow, round through the spine, contract, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Inhale. And then exhale, return hand and knee back to the mat. Do the same thing on the left side. Extend that left leg out. Toes off the mat. Engage your core. Extend right arm. Hold it here. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Contract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Nice and smooth moves. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Contract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release hand and leg. Now let's alternate through there. So we're gonna lift that right leg, left arm, and return to the mat. Other leg, left leg, right arm, and release. See if you could keep those hips steady. Other side. And then do one more set each side. No tension in your jaw, please. And return back. I want you to bring your big toes together, spread those knees apart, sit back on those heels, and walk your body forward, stretching through your groin, your adductors. Reach those hands out nice and long. Breathe here. And then inhale, bring your forehead off the mat and walk yourself over to that right side. And as you exhale, sink those hips toward those heels. Rest your head on the mat if that's available to you today, or maybe a block or pillow. Support yourself however feels good to you. Inhale, forehead off the mat. Walk through the center and over to that left side. And as you exhale, sink back into that right hip. Reaching out those arms, get into those obliques. All right, inhale back up, walking back to the center. Exhale, lower your head. Take 3 deep breaths here. Get ready to fire on your core. I know you've already been doing it, so continue to do that. Walk those hands underneath those shoulders. Press into the mat. Press yourself up. Bring those knees underneath those hips back into that tabletop. Feet, tops of the feet, pressing into the mat. I want you to lengthen that right leg behind you. Lift it off the mat. And then I want you to do like this modified push-up. I'm bringing my wrists just ahead of the shoulders, just a smidge. So I'm going to bring elbows close to the body, do a push-up, curl those left toes, and then I'm going to contract and lift up and bring right knee to your nose. And then I'm going to bring my left knee down, extend that right leg again. So you can watch this and see what I'm doing. Slight push-up, curl toes, press yourself up, bring right knee to your nose. Gently press yourself back down. Lengthen that leg. Flex those toes. Push up, curl toes, press yourself up, right knee to nose. 2 more, just like that. Control that movement. Press yourself up. Strength. And maybe bringing that knee off the mat is not available to you today. So what do? You bring knee to nose with that left knee on the floor. Finish that 5. Lower that right knee to the floor. Sit those hips back. So I have my knees like shoulder width. I'm going to bring my forehead to the mat, and I'm going to bring my arms behind me so my shoulders and my back can round. Take a few deep breaths here. I got to do the left side. We're going to do 5 on the left. And then we'll roll to our backs. Let's bring the palms of the hands right underneath those shoulders. Press into the floor. Set yourself up on the other side. Find that tabletop, but we're going to bring those wrists a hair, a smidge above those shoulders, ahead of those shoulders. So lengthen that left leg behind you. Bring it off the mat. Flex through that left foot. Core engage. And push up. Curl the toes and bring that left knee in this time. Remember, modified. You're still working super hard. Maybe you do 2 today. Maybe you do 3. Maybe you do all 5. You can keep that right knee on the floor when you bring the knee to your nose. Five sets, or however many feel good to you. I have 2 more. Finish your 5 and then bring that left knee to the floor. Knees under those hips, sit back. Bring those arms to the side of your body. Maybe your heart is racing for doing such an awesome strength move. Allow your shoulders to round around you. Take another deep breath. Hands underneath those shoulders. Press yourself up. Swing those legs around. Make sure you have all those items you need to support you, to make you strong. Laying on those backs. Wiggle those shoulders. And before we do anything, wiggle between those shoulder blades. Let's place those arms to our side. Feet are flat on the mat or on the floor, wherever you are, on a blanket. Wiggle between those shoulder blades, and then I just want you to take your head over to the right side. Allow your shoulders to be heavy. So the next few exercises I want you to think about, of course, your core. Return your head back up. And then take it over to that left shoulder. But I want you to think of no tension in your neck, all right? So think of not, grinding your jaw or clenching your jaw. Just think about your core doing the work, right? And return your head back up. Draw your knees to your chest. Rock back and forth, please. And then take those knees in a circle, pressing lower back into the mat, firing on those abdominals. Awesome. Reverse that circle. And then place those feet flat on the mat, arms out to the side. If your shoulders aren't ready to have them straight out to the shoulders, straight out from the shoulders, have them lower. Wiggle between those shoulder blades. Take those knees over to that right side. Knees back up through the center and over to the left. Back through center, over to the right again. Maybe this time you add on to it. You bring up that right foot, place it on that left thigh. Get more of a IT band stretch. Maybe you look over your left shoulder if your neck, if it feels good to you. Beautiful work today. If you had that right foot on your left thigh, let's take it off. And let's bring our head and knees back to the center. Wiggle between those shoulder blades. Carry those knees over to the left side. And then if you placed that foot on top of your thigh on the other side, let's do that on this side. So taking that left foot, placing it on that right thigh. Inviting a deeper stretch. And then if it's comfortable to your neck, look over that right shoulder. Pretty cool. Let's remove that foot from the thigh and return head and knees back to the center. Wiggle between those shoulder blades. And let's bring those heels super close to those glutes and press your lower back into the mat. Fire on those abdominals, fire on those glutes. Arms to the side of your body, palms facing the floor, pressing into the floor. And let's lift those hips up, squeeze those glutes. No tension in your shoulders, your neck. Your shoulders are spreading. Not your neck, but your shoulders are lengthening. Squeeze those glutes, press higher, and gently release. Let's do it again. Press lower back into the mat, squeeze up. And gently lower. Do it again. Lower. 2 more times, please. Press those hips up again. No tension in your jaw, squeezing those thighs closer together. And release. Let's do last one. Press up. And gently release. Let's grab that weight, place it between those hip bones. Doing the same thing, hold on to that weight so it doesn't roll and hit you in the chin, okay? Draw those heels close to your glutes. Press lower back into the mat and press up. Hold it here. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze your core. Lift left heel, lower. Right heel, lower. Left, right. Left, right. Press those hips higher, squeeze those glutes, release those shoulders, and release those hips back to the mat. Let's do it again. Press those hips up. Lift left heel, lower. Right, lower. Left, you know what to do. right. One more set. Squeeze those glutes higher. And release. Nice work. Anyone feeling it? I'm feeling it. Let's do it again. Press those hips up. Squeeze. Engage. Lift those heels. 3 sets. And remember, after you do your 3 sets, press and squeeze higher. And then release. 2 more sets just like that. Press up. Squeeze. Heel lifts. 3 sets. Press higher. Gently release. 1 more set. Nice work. Draw those heels closer if they moved. Press hips up. Best set yet. Strong. Smooth. Breathing. Can you hear my breath? Squeeze higher. And then super resist as you lower. Awesome. Place that weight to the side out of your way. Draw knees to your chest. Please rock back and forth. And let's place those feet flat on the mat. And let's interlace those hands behind our head. Head is heavy in your hands, elbows out to the side. Press lower back into the mat. Let's do some crunches, regular crunches. Lift and lower. Four more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring knees to chest if you need a release. So we're going to go up to that crunch position and we're going to work on those obliques. So if you need to look here, look towards your computer, your screen. Do it now. We're going to lift and then we're going to twist to the right or to the left and then to the right. So stay up, twisting side to side. No tension in your neck. One more. Bring it down. Nice work. Let's do that again. Lift up and twist. Release. Bring those knees to your chest, please. Rock back and forth. We're going to do one more set just like that. Place those feet flat on the mat, please. Interlace those hands behind your head. Head is heavy. Lift up and twist. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Gently lower. Nice work. Now I want you to go back up to that crunch and come to a tabletop. So you're crunching to the left. Now drop your right foot, back up, drop left. Alternate there. I'm having a hard time talking and doing it because I've been practicing. So do 5 sets here. And then release. Bring knees to the chest. Rock back and forth. We're going to do that to the other side, please. Lower feet to the mat. Now we're going to twist to that right side, come to the tabletop, and then toe tap. So do 5 sets. Interlace those hands. You guys rock. Lift up in that crunch, twist to the right, tabletop with your legs, drop the left toes, bring it up, then right. 5 sets. Back to the center, lower down, bring knees to chest, rock back and forth, and then lengthen those legs nice and long, hands, arms above your head, stretch in both directions, please. Beautiful, feet flat on the mat, hands behind those heads. Interlace those hands, cradle your head in your hands, drop knees over to that left side, oblique crunches. Ready? Here we go. Lift and lower. Four more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Woohoo! Bring knees back up, lengthen legs, arms above the head, stretch in both directions before heading over to that other side. And then feet flat on the floor. I hope your abdominals are burning like mine. Holy cow. Whew. Drop those knees over to that right side. Hands interlace behind your head, cradling your head in your hands. Oblique crunches on this side. Lift and lower. Four more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring knees back up. Lengthen your legs. Lengthen arms above your head. Stretch in both directions, please. Nice work. Bring feet flat on the mat. Draw your left knee into your chest. Draw it in pretty darn close. Lengthen your tailbone, pressing your lower back into the mat. Lengthen out that right leg, pressing that right heel into the floor, flexing through those toes. Let's twist over to that right side, taking that knee over to that right side. Lengthen left arm out. Try and keep it glued to the floor. Little spinal twist here. And then roll back to the center. Bring that left knee in. Feet, right foot on the floor. Grab your strap, please. Place the strap below those toes. Bending that knee close to your body. So bend and straighten, getting into that hamstring, please. And then lengthen that left leg nice and long. You can keep a soft micro bend in the knee. Open your right arm out to the side, and let's open that left leg, open to that left side. Pressing through that left heel. Right shoulder's grounded. Maybe your right leg opens a little bit to stabilize so you don't roll over to that left side. And inhale, returning everything back to the center. Grab both straps into your right arm, extend your left arm, and let's just cross that center line. Bringing that heel over to the right side, but keeping left hip grounded, so it's such a slight movement. If that left hip pops up, bring it back down. And return your foot back up. Bend that left knee, release the foot from the strap, lengthen your leg nice and long. Lengthen right leg, stretch in both directions, please. And feet flat on the mat again. Left foot on the mat, draw right knee close to your body. Lengthen that left leg nice and long. Press left heel into the mat. Flex those left toes. And let's take that knee over to the left side. Lengthen right arm straight out from your shoulder. Shoulder stays in contact with the mat, the floor, the spinal twist. And roll back onto your side, back onto your back, Bringing left foot onto the mat, grab your strap, place underneath those toes. Holding onto that strap in both hands, bend and straighten that right leg. And then grab both ends of the strap into that right hand and take that right leg out to that right side. Maybe that left leg opens to help stabilize you so you don't roll over to that right side. And return everything back to the center. Arm extends, your right arm extends, and let's just cross that mid-center line. Keeping that right hip connected to the floor, please. And return back to the center. Bend that right knee, remove the strap out from those feet, away from those feet. Lengthen right arm, I can't talk today. Lengthen right leg, left leg, hands above the head. Stretch in both directions. Feet flat on the mat. Knees to your chest. Bring your upper body up off the mat. Give yourself a big ol' hug. Press lower back into the mat. Lengthen right leg. And switch. And switch. Keep going, alternating. Lift higher, no tension in your neck, shoulders. Keep going. Lift higher. Lift higher, you're breathing. Good. Finish here. Bring both knees to your chest. Hands behind your thighs. Cross your ankles. Rock yourself up if possible. Or roll to one side. And meet me on your hands and knees for that tabletop. One more core movement before we finish up. Find that tabletop and let's finish with that beast, please. Curl toes on the mat. Pull abdominals away from the mat. Meet me here, pressing into all knuckles, all fingers. Navel to spine. Pelvic floor is lifted, engaged. And lift those knees off the mat. Just hold it here. And gently release. We're going to do this 2 more times. Finish up strong, like the beast you are, whatever that means to you. And lift those knees off the mat. And gently lower. Breathe. Let's do it one more time, my friends. Engage all the muscles, especially your abdominals. And lift those knees, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Beautiful. Woo. Let's bring one foot in between those hands. Bring the other foot so you're in this kind of ragdoll, hinging forward. Give yourself a gentle shake, a gentle nod. While you're down here, circle your wrists. Shake them out. Shake out your head. And then press into those feet and roll it up. Take your time. Shoulders, neck, head, come up last. Awesome. Take this moment to breathe. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen tailbone towards the floor. Let's gently close our eyes. Shoulders away from your ears. Hopefully you feel very energetic, fired on and ready to go. We built some heat into our bodies. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Arms to the side of your body, palms facing away from you. Open up those hands. Take 3 deep breaths here to allow what you did for yourself today to synchronize with your body. Gently bat open those eyelashes. Let's shake out those bodies. Wiggle it out. Shake any last tension. Leave it here. Don't take it with you. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, release, growing taller. Do it again 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, release. One last time. Gather in all that strength, power, balance you created for yourself. Grab it in your hands. Draw it close to your heart. Bow your head in gratitude. Take a breath here for yourself. Let it out. Thank you all so much for joining me today in my home. Thank you for getting strong with me. Te quiero mucho. Gracias. I love you. Thank you so much.